weren't bad enough. Now I have to keep an eye on an outsider. Make it quick. If I had time for idle gossip, I wouldn't be seeking your assistance in the first place. You'll have to speak to someone else. Point taken. Very well. The residents here are still a bit shaken up by recent events. And some less than recent events, for that matter. I'd recommend a light touch. You're not here to babysit. But there's also no need to be resistant to their requests. And unless Mr. Stoltz himself walks in here and says otherwise, I'm not at liberty to disclose anything further. Your assignment does not require knowledge of the vault beyond the immediate area. You will find adequate signage for familiarizing yourself with the premises. Perhaps later, if you prove capable, we can talk in more detail. I've been spread thin dealing with surface-side security concerns. My more menial tasks have started to slip through the cracks, however. I can tell you're equipped to handle much worse, but tackling some issues from my backlog would be of great service to me, at least as a start. There are 3 in particular who often bring up issues to me. You can start there. They are vocal. They'll be more than happy to provide details on themselves. I understand you value your time. However, I currently do not. Handle this for me and we can discuss fish of all sizes. There are 3 residents that have been complaining about a myriad of concerns. Margaret, Lawrence, and Julio. Your best bet is to track them down. They're likely lounging about waiting for someone else to handle the hard work. They should have more than enough to keep you busy for the time being. Report back when it's been handled. In the meantime, I have other matters I need to attend to, so please, if you'd excuse me.
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting. I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
I miss research, science, and discoveries. And then, ooh, a stranger. We haven't seen anyone from outside in a while. What brings you here? Now, why would we tell you that, stranger?
Yeah, a real nosy stranger. Hey, Julio, get it? Because they got a nose, and we don't.
It ruins the joke when you explain it, Lawrence.
Is there anything else? What's a ghoul?
Is that what they're calling our condition outside? Those bastards.
That means this is a widespread condition and not unique to us.
I suppose we do look ghoulish.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got the system and it works, damn it.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our, you know, condition.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storm.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
What brings knows you back in here?
Smooth skin? That's an interesting way of putting it.
Ooh, I like that. Those smooth-skinned bastards.
If we make contact with the outside again, it wouldn't hurt to use their terminology.
Thanks for the intel.
We felt the
Is there
whole
anything
vault
else?
shaking a while back. Security said it
That
was
we've
nothing to
spent
worry about.
far too long cooped up here. I can't wait to get back to work.
You said it, sister.
Is there anything else?
Nobody wants to know us because of our...
Chief Oberlin's finally getting around to dealing with this, huh? And sending in a stranger to boot. We must have it tough. Yeah, there's a few things we've brought up before. Most of it in the lower levels. Things like strange noises coming from the generator room. People are scared to go check it out in case one of the Lost are in there.
Oh, also, we have a huge rat problem in the storage room, as in, huge rats. Last time I was on a food run, something jumped right past me and snatched it. Damn near took my arm with it, too.
And,
You know, with
someone should probably take care of Alfie.
Yeah.
You
Alfie
reckon
was
that
one of
storm
us,
was
but
gonna get
his
worse
condition
or
got
better?
worse until he got us to lock him in his room. He's probably lost his mind by now, but no one could bring themselves to do what needs to be done. You didn't know him, though. If there's anything you could do for him, we'd appreciate it.
Seeing someone do so much good
The accidents.
is refreshing.
Alfie was a good guy. Had a tendency to overdo things, though.
You have beautiful
Remember when he
skin.
skipped work because he wanted to find out if we could still get hangovers after the change?
Yeah, I remember that. I had to take over his shift the next day, that bastard.
His apartment is in the lower levels. The key is still down there. Somewhere. Is there anything else? We're just guessing, to be honest. Hard to tell why the Lost do anything they do.
Worse or better?
We've been hearing whispers and pops like static electricity, which is pretty much exactly what the Lost sound like. We also know what happens when you get too close. They'd kill us as soon as you'd squash a bug.
Or better.
That's if they don't turn us into one of them first. There's too few of us left now to take a risk like that,
The
but
one from outside.
you look very
How's the
capable.
storm?
Is there anything else?
Red tape and security checks just to get
Rad rats? We'll need to make a note of all these new terms outsiders use.
Since the earthquake, we've been experiencing more and more of the wasteland's wonders. And we're not exterminators, much less seasoned fighters. That's why we put in a security request to deal with it.
They've been left like that for so long. They've probably multiplied by now.
Is there anything else?
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
You can get to the lower levels from the elevators just over there. There's also a stairwell down just across the atrium that leads directly to the storage room. Good luck, and thank you.
Good luck down there, and, welcome to Vault 63.
Don't you just hate rude people listening in on private conversations?
Oh, when it rains, it pours.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system, and it works, damn it.
It can't be. Surely the name is a coincidence. It's
Looking for
a pretty
someone?
popular name, after all.
What if we go back to the surface? And nobody wants to know us because of our... Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here. Huh? What did you say? Much room for expression.
I looked through a magazine the missionary's wife concealed.
Magazine? What happened?
I see how people who are civilized.
Can't be. Surely the name is a coincidence. It's a pretty popular name, after all.
Slide around the mansion? Well,
supplies are starting to dwindle.
The one from outside.
Stockpile from the supply
How's
runs.
the storm? I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and news. Screw it. I miss how it was before.
Oh, there is still a blank space on the wall. That'll do. If you break it, you repair it. Oh, I got struck.
Welcome back. How are things going? We're sorry that you had to be the one to deal with all of that.
Yeah, it's good to know there are still people outside, especially people who are capable.
Thanks. We couldn't have done it ourselves. Is there anything we can do for you? Well, we're not really ones to gossip.
Not with outsiders, anyway. But you're alright.
Maybe we can share a few details.
I don't see why not. What did you want to know? Strict but fair. He runs a tight ship. As long as you hit your deadlines and don't cause problems, he's actually pretty pleasant.
But you don't want to find yourself on his bad side. I heard he was a pretty ruthless businessman before his overseer days. I doubt he's actually changed all that much. Just don't mention his, condition. It's kind of a sensitive subject.
You have to be in the business world, especially in wartime. He's always been pretty respectful during the rounds and inspections, especially when Cassidy was around. Say what you will about the man, it's clear he would do anything for his wife. He was head over heels for her.
She did keep him level-headed. She just up and disappeared one day. I hope she's doing well wherever she is.
Is there anything else? He's friendly, but can be dismissive. He does his best to keep things safe and orderly, but we can see he kind of resents it. Especially having to work for Overseer Stoltz. We just haven't figured out why, other than being overworked. The Overseer seems to be keeping him extra busy lately, particularly after everything that's been going on.
He's always been friendly. Heck, it used to be fun. Would always be up to party after work. Now, though, huge stick in the mud. Can't say I blame the guy, but last few years, he's been more, what's the word?
Much room for expression.
Boring.
Cold, bottled up. Like a shaken Nuka-Cola ready to burst.
Is there anything else? Well, it used to be a lot busier. We'd take the rail line to work in the different wings each day. Then there was the accident, which, honestly, we still don't know much about. After that, most folks we knew became what we call the Lost. And the Overseer became, well... Oh, and then there was the earthquakes recently. That destroyed any way of easily reaching the other wings, even if we wanted to fight them back from the Lost.
It's not all bad. We got food, shelter, safety, and space. It'll sure be nice to be able to get back to work, but just think of it as an extended vacation.
I'm more worried about how much work we'll have to catch up on when things get back to normal. If they ever get back to normal.
We tried to keep working here in the atrium, even outside the vault, but in the end we just stopped. Been locked in here a while now, and looks like nothing's changing until that storm outside passes.
You have beautiful skin. It's unsettling.
Is there anything else? Yeah. We'll spread the word that you are someone trustworthy. Thanks again for all the help. You're all right, outsider.
Don't leave much room for expression.
You reckon that storm is gonna get worse or better? You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something.
Just how far did they go to cover up scandals? You're back. I hope you have good news for me. Well, color me surprised. Good work. With that out of the way, I'll be able to focus on the more important matters, like dealing with the chaos going on outside of this vault. I don't suppose that those three had anything interesting to say while you were helping them? I see. So those are the rumors going around. I appreciate your honesty. Still, it can be hard for people to know who to trust. But enough about that. Now that you've helped me out, is there anything I can help you with? First, your reward. I'll arrange for something from our armory. I'm sure you'll find a good use for it in the future. It's good to have someone reliable to count on again. Maybe now we can start fixing things around here.
Tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
It's good to have someone reliable to count on again. Maybe now we can start fixing things around here. Now that you've proven yourself useful, I have a sensitive situation that could use some in-person problem solving. The emergency alert in the organic sector has been triggered, something that requires proper authorization to do. As I understand it, the lab's head researcher Hilda Stoltz headed there not too long ago. I believe you're acquainted. It would appear she's gotten herself into danger. It's unlikely she'd seek outside meddling if it wasn't something serious. Undetermined. Hilda is the only one left who could have triggered the emergency signal. So we know she was there and alive not long ago. As you'll see, her research was unconventional. It involves studies of the lost. If something happened there, it's likely dangerous. Get to the lab, assess the situation, and ensure Hilda returns here safely. If she's unwilling to return, convince her otherwise. She, and Mr. Stoltz for that matter, may believe her research takes priority over her safety. With her current numbers, that isn't a risk worth taking. With the tram tunnels collapsed, you should still be able to access organics from a cave nearby, used as a sort of ventilation system. If Hilda was able to make it there, I imagine you won't have too much trouble. But I'll provide a security key, just in case. Be prepared for the worst. I look forward to your return. It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
What are you planning, Stoltz?
Hello again. Didn't expect to see you here. Perfect! Well, almost perfect. I can't leave yet. Not until I've finished running the tests. I've been researching a method of reverting the Lost back to their original condition. Or at least, regain the ability to communicate with us. Uncle Hugo agrees with me too. This is top priority stuff, so, would you help me out? Please? Pretty please? Ask away. I am in danger! In danger of not finishing this research! On account of the teeny tiny Lost problem the sector is experiencing. Did I not mention we're a bit overrun with Lost at the moment? Because that'd be the reason I asked for help! So thanks for stopping by. It's personal. Sorry, always wanted to do that. But really, it is personal. Sorry. Maybe not normal, but something closer to normal. Less dangerous for us and them. Here's a way to put it. Maybe make them more like Uncle Hugo. You know, remember, they used to be our friends. Family. The longer they stay this way, the more likely the rest of the world will kill them all off. Sure. I think. I'm pretty sure. He's tricky to read. He definitely didn't ask me to stop looking into this. That's not a question. I'll thank you not to assume my charm means I'm lacking in skill or intelligence. I wouldn't be here without both. Now, give this asking a question thing another shot. You know questions, right? It's when you raise your voice at the end. I hope that clears things up. You will? Great! First, you should head to the greenhouse in the chemistry wing. Once you're there, look for Henry. Oh, Henry is one of the plants. He's from the Papaveraceae family. Some subfamilies, when properly processed, can be used as painkillers and muscle relaxants. I'll be tracking your progress, and I'll give you a ring over the intercom with the next steps. Good luck! like you found Henry. Good. Now we just need to mix Serum Alpha. Head to the pharmaceutical lab. It should be through the door on your left after leaving the greenhouse. Once you've made the serum, we'll have to test it. I'd managed to sedate a couple of the lost earlier. There should be one taking a nap in the clinical trial room. It's just past the observation room, through the door to the left of the mixer station. You'll have to dose them with the serum. Hopefully they won't be too mad when you wake them up.
Spirits and spirits!
You'll need to make your way back into the caverns outside. The entrance you need is in a pipe in the greenhouse. Look for some of the fungi growing in the cave. The ones that survived in there should be hardy enough. I may be able to extract an effective stabilizer from the juvenile mycelium spores in the mushroom's gills. Oh, and those caves were used to vent dangerous gases from the lab. You may encounter some you're back. Did you find everything? Great! Hand them over and I'll make the new serum. You know, mixing formulas was always one of my favorite things to do here. I always thought, hey, if this doesn't pan out, maybe I could be a bartender at one of those high-class joints. One time, I mixed a custom cocktail for one of Uncle Hugo's parties. People loved it. Maybe it went down a little too well. Folks might have gotten far more inebriated than expected. Still, only a slightly smaller chance of mixed alcoholic drinks exploding than advanced chemical formulas. Okay, here's the first one. And here's the second. Don't worry, these shouldn't explode. Head over to the biology wing. There's a lost sedated in the surgery room. Should still be sedated, hopefully. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, I'll unlock the door from the terminal.
It tastes sweeter than mine. Faded into nothing. Again.
Once more, Serum Omega has the stabilizing agent from the mushrooms, the relaxants from Henry, and a stronger dosage than Serum Alpha. Go to the vat storage room. You should find one of the lost in a vat hooked up to some machines. Place the serum in the slot in the machine. That should dispense the serum safely into the vat to be absorbed. Oh, this is our last chance today. Cross all your fingers and toes.
You're our stand, not alone. We will kill you together.
Did it work? That looked like it worked. Temperature stable, power maintained. Good. That's good. Some of these readings are a little weird, but we did it! You better head back to the office. I'll tell you everything. Welcome back. Let's talk. It's complicated. To understand, I need to tell you what the actual purpose of this facility was before the Lost. Those vats contain sleeping residents from our vault. Back when we faced our first crisis of the mind. Going feral. Before the Lost. Feralization was the only real threat to our happiness here. It was running rampant and we were desperate to fix it. My papa was one of the volunteers. He showed early signs of going feral and offered to go under. Be a test subject for cures. He was also that last patient you ran the experiment on. I'm sure you've run into their like before. It's when our kind goes from just sounding gruff and radiated to snarling, teeth-gnashing monster. We don't know why it happens, who it can happen to, or if there's any way to cure it, but, well, that last part is what we're trying to figure out. Short answer? Science. Long answer? Well, I can explain that. Sort of, if you're ready to hear the rest of it, that is. I'm not just expositing a sad life story for your sympathy, there's a point to it. As you've probably noticed, the once sedated patients have two key problems. They aren't really sedated much anymore, and they're still lost. So, I'll come clean. We're not here looking for a cure for the lost. Or at least, not here and not me. I'm here to test out new ways of sedating the patients here. Something stronger that can even put a lost under. But, before you get mad, we are looking for a cure. The royal we, just not me, not here. Sorry about that. really. We had some early breakthroughs, especially using the, never mind. Just science stuff. I can tell you it mattered, though. A lot. We all had someone going through it, and I mean all of us. That's classified, I think. But the way you handle yourself, I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time before we rope you into the effort. You have to remember, these are our friends, family. If we can keep them sedated, they aren't a threat to us or themselves anymore. And if you want to be pragmatic, we need samples. Living, healthy samples. See? It's still science. Promise. No, you're just wrong. We're going to find a cure, and the patients here are gonna help us. My papa included. I'm sorry you can't see it that way, but to be frank, you don't have to. Oh, and before you think I just wasted your time on a personal project, I did manage to secure some tissue samples too. And we needed those. Really. An integral step in fixing the loss. I mean it. But look, I'll head back to the vault soon after I finish up here. You can assure Oberlin that you've completed your rescue mission. Have a fun hike back. Bye now.
I'll have to keep an eye on Audrey. I think the stress of everything is getting to her. You're back. Were you able to secure Hilda safely? My bar for questionable has been raised quite high in my time here. Care to elaborate? Reckless. Perhaps a necessary step in seeking a cure, but to do so alone, with the region in the state it is. Well, it's good you were able to arrive there before she'd gotten herself killed. You're more capable than I had assumed. I'll make sure you're suitably rewarded for your effort. Take a moment to dust yourself off, but report back to me soon. I have another job for you. This one's a bit more delicate than the others. You're dismissed.